hello, welcome back. Lots of messages. You got some alteration. Nothing too interesting. I can do a lot of these buffs. Keep going. Search for sites, didn't find any. Manchu declared a new prophet. We did some assassinations. These went fine. We killed the Mother of Avalon. We killed a wise man. And then I saw this one as well where we killed another wise man, but he got 9 kills. I thought, let's see how that went. This beast of a Logrian wise man. He iron skins himself. And then he just... I don't know. He's just a god. What an absolute beast. Ah, oh, what a shame. He almost deserved to live. So we'll keep assassinating. Lots of battles. Queen Forest. This is our fort being put under siege by cats. Different army composition than we've seen already. This is a lot of barbarian horsemen. Who are average at sieging. And the lionesses who are surprisingly good at sieging. I thought animals were bad at sieging, but maybe not. Maybe it's just defense. So they attack into some province defense. Not a lot here. There is a tentacle, which dies pretty quickly. That's Queen Forest now under siege. Then there was a battle in Shibuya. So, we moved a lot of stuff into Shibuya. Just in case La Mancha moved a lot of stuff into Shibuya. And La Mancha moved a lot of stuff into Shibuya. Including his god. He has quite a few crossbow horse guys. Some regular crossbow guys. We've got these melee units in the front. He had his prophet as well, so we can see his blasts is shock resistance, fire resistance, defense, magic resistance, heat aura, and combat speed. Combat speed is probably quite useful against us. Lots of crossbows. So we put up Quagmire. We also hit some of our big guys with haste. This guy's on 22 combat speed now. Rectangle, when it entangles people, it creates these things. We get these in our province defense as well. They're immobile, but they do something. Lots of thunder strikes. And then the virtue starts cooking. See, these guys have got to the front now. The virtue incidentally has 3 hit points. Because it's in my dominion. So it dies instantly. But not before cooking a lot of worms. Right, I didn't quite pause that in time, but these water drakes turn into water wheels before they die, and I think this guy does as well. No. Maybe this one will. Hell yes. There was another guy who turned into a watermill as well. There was like I think one of the millwrights turned into a watermill. That was Shibuya. So we did lose a lot of worms. We lost 72 worms, which is, you know, that's a lot. On the other hand, we did kill his god. We killed 3 millwrights that are 170 gold each. We killed a master millwright, which is 245 gold. We killed an emir, which is 330 gold. And a castellan 70, plus a lot of troops. Crossbows are only 10 gold though. These guys are 50 gold each. The water drakes, I assume, are summoned. And we got our province back. So all in all, yeah, that's fine. I think killing his god is a big one. Because it was by far the most deadly thing in those encounters, so that alone is pretty nice. That's Shibuya. We also attacked into Hergendorf. This is just taking another province off Man. This is the one we saw that had a couple of new sites. And then Man attacked into us. I thought Man was going to use this army to break siege in Man, but apparently not. Got a lot of these guys, long spears, and a lot of slingers, and these 2 little knights at the back. Guess what they're for? Long spears seem to hold up a lot better. My worms don't have blunt resistance, so maybe the slings are pretty good against them as well, if you can mass lots of them like this. And then the knights just kill my commander, and that's that. That was Ivanmark. We did kill the knights. Lost some more worm colonies though. Retreat details. 15 made it back. Not too bad. But we did lose Ivanmark, and Ivanmark was the other province that had 2 nature gems, so that's a shame. Events, Hullwoods now has dense redweed. Strange Bedfellows gave us another Night Conjurer with a retinue, which is rare. That's quite good. And then we got a lab in Haloma with a skull staff. This is a death booster. I'll show that off quickly. We got a lot of boosters out of these free labs. Plus 1 death, takes 2 hands. I can't use it on any of my immobile guys, but... Under Siege in Queen Forest, they've done about 50 points of damage, I think. Still destroying Man and still destroying Villia. These should be done pretty soon though. And we got a little bit of gold from pillaging and killed a few people as well. So 1 gold, 15, 14, 1, and that's it. Okay, so down here, a lot of my assassins did use all of their gems, even though they're on conservative gem usage, which is frustrating, but they're going to keep assassinating though, because there's no units in these provinces, it looks like. So I'm not too afraid of bodyguards, because there isn't really anything here to bodyguard. This province has a lot of troops, so there might be bodyguards, but this guy kept his gems, so that works out quite neatly. So we'll do another round of assassination. This little army doesn't have the knights anymore, so that's less frightening. I'm still going to broadly ignore it. I've got a few Sinos here that are going to move back, and I think Villia should surely be cracked open next turn. I've just been sitting here with just these few bits and pieces, just expecting it to fall. We've got 58 siege strength, and then with everything else, I think this is like 20, this is 23, this is 12, that's 35. That's almost 95. It's only a 250 wall fort, and it was already moderately from like 1 turn, so I assume it breaks open next turn. We can storm it with whatever we've got here. There'll be a few worms, some Sinos, the half-dead guys and the peasants. That should be fine. We'll do some hordes of skeletons and some smites. Put the worms in front, probably. So we can get this locked down, and then start helping defend. Man should be open pretty shortly after that. We can start rolling onto some of these other forts, and then get into La Mancha from the back. So that's what's happening down here. Hopefully that all goes okay. Up here, grey arrows are just picking up worms. I'm splitting off a lot of them. I'm still trying to keep things moving in Old Forest. I'm starting getting worms here. I'm going to cast Agitate again. So I need to start picking up the worms over here and bringing them in. We've started getting some actual site development on our western front, so this area will actually start generating worms for us now in larger amounts, which is good. And meanwhile, everything over here is now just going to move into Haloma. And then we'll move on to Queen Forest the turn after that. You can see the fort, it's lost 47 wall integrity. It's fine for another turn, I think. So we'll just put everything in Haloma. And then I'm going to leave a lot of stuff behind in Haloma. I don't think we need all this now. Haloma now has a lab. It has a Maya and fewer than 2,000 population. So I assume this is a likely province. It's also Dominion 10. It's a likely province to get a Great Red Moor soon. So this might be the next province that I set up Strange Bedfellows in. We can alchemize some gems next turn. So I'll probably leave Idrif here, and I'll leave a D2 go here to agitate. And then I'll probably leave a lot of the basic mages here to just go back to researching. And then meanwhile everything else will try and break the siege in Queen Forest. I'm just going to ignore La Mancha now. I think maybe we've slapped his hand enough that maybe he'll sit back for a little bit. Yeah, so I'll plan to break siege in 2 turns. Well, next turn. I'm also picking up the worms in Een, and then Summerlands. There's 10 here, bring in 21. That's quite a lot. And if we can secure this area, I don't know. I'm mostly going to just play defensively against these 2 neighbours. I'm not going to push into their territory. I might raid a little bit just to keep them on their toes, but that's about it. I'm mainly just going to focus on taking man's territory and then rolling into La Mancha from the back. That's the plan anyway. We've got a nice nature gem income now. It's up to 6. We take... well, this wasn't the one with the provinces. Okay, good. We still got this one. That's great. So yeah, 6 nature gems per turn. If we can actually get up to alteration 5, we can put up Mother Oak. And then Ecomorphosis. And that'll help us defend. Ecomorphosis will probably piss off your neighbours, but all of our neighbours are attacking us anyway, so who cares? That's it for this turn, I think. So I'll end it there. So that was turn 24. Thanks for watching. I've had to separate this because otherwise it would have all been too long. But I'll see you in the next video. Oh, actually, before I go, I should probably point out one more thing as well. Which is diplomacy. I might put up some Discord stuff if it's interesting, but first of all, this war over here hit a kind of a stalemate, I think. Kazuya managed to repel DM Drekket off their capital, and DM Drekket at the time didn't have anywhere to retreat to, so it was a pretty even kind of... They blew each other to bits, but then DM Drekket had nowhere to retreat to, so they probably lost everything. So I'll go and find that battle log. Someone scouted it and saw it, so I'll put that battle log up on the screen. And then the other thing is that Nazca attacked cats at some point, which might be why the army with all the sacreds has sort of disappeared. You'll notice that I'm moving 2 scouts to these 2 provinces, and I've got a scout here already because I'm kind of looking for that army. I don't know if it's like stealthing through my land, or if he's like withdrawn it to go and help against Nazca. But hopefully it's the latter. It'd be nice if we get both of these neighbours to pull back from us for a second. And start, go back to trying to set up worm factories and roll reinforcements south into man's territory. But that's what's happening in the rest of the world anyway. So that was 1024. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.